It's Sabrina, your historian. I want to thank everybody who's on the Twitch right now. So here we go. So as y'all know, this is our last meeting. Pain, I know, but this is going to be our biggest recap VSA has ever seen. Like one of the biggest, and it's going to be the most painful for me. But let's go back in time to see exactly what VSA has been through. So this past 2 years basically, COVID had hit, and everybody has been affected one way or another, and it was very upsetting, and it hit hard pretty fast, right? So basically, there were so many concerns that we had with being online. It was already rough as it was, and the way everything went down. It's just, I wished COVID hadn't happened, but since it happened, it's okay. We persevered, even though we had so many concernings. So can I get an owl in the chat? But because we didn't have in-person meetings, and we didn't have all of our, and we had to follow our social distancing, this officer board really was something else. I'll admit that. Our officer board went through so much to figure out what we want to do as an org. So thank you for all the hours in the chat. Thank you. But since we couldn't do that, we had to make so many changes. And this officer board was so creative, and we did so much to get this wonderful year going. I wanted to thank everybody, especially Thomas and Shay, for the stream. VSA really, really popped off this year, even though COVID happened, and I want to thank them a lot for it. And even though we had a lot of hardships, we still persevered, and we wanted to have y'all to thank, because y'all are what makes VSA. The org that never sleeps, the org that went through everything. I said something. We just want to appreciate y'all so much. So with that being said, we want to thank everybody, the officer board, y'all, everybody that was behind and through it. VSA is because of y'all, and we want to appreciate y'all with this. So therefore, I'm going to give it to our icebreakers and get this meeting started. Bye. What's up, everybody? Thank y'all for coming out today. So we're gonna do our icebreaker, and then I'll have a fun guest joining me as well. So for our icebreaker, guess what we're gonna be doing? We're gonna be reading our seniors' quote. So all of our seniors sent in a quote, and what y'all will be doing is you're gonna guess down below in the chat which senior said that. Okay? So we're gonna have a little bit, and here's our guest.
Ooh, all right.
Special guest. Do you know who he is? He's Andrew.
Hey,
I don't know if you know that.
Sorry, I was on the phone. All the senior codes just hit me right now, and y'all better be ready to guess.
Yeah. Awesome. Okay, ready? So let's get started. So for example, just to kind of like give you all an idea of what it'll look like.
We'll read out the quote. So the inimichinchins of the mind are in the Gima.
The inimichinchins?
So who said that?
Who said the inimichinchins?
The inimichinchins.
Guys, guess down below who you think said the inimichinchins. There's a stall. We'll wait for the stall.
Bro. I like those. You know what?
Good guess.
And who said that quote? It is.
Drum roll. Thomas Wynn! Whoever that man is.
Yeah.
All right, so let's get started on the real game. Quote number 1. It says, "Eat dirty, live longer." Who do you think said that?
I don't know, man. There's like, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11,
We
12,
got
13, 14.
Lester, Harris, Fatima, Trung, Emily, Amy, Paul, V,
Kylie,
Jasmine,
Tate said Harris.
Oh, Harris?
Is
Are
it
we
Harris?
hearing any more guesses than Harris?
Any more guesses out there, you know?
Mandy, Shay, Thomas,
Emily,
Thomas,
Amy, Paul,
Amy,
Lester.
Lester, interesting. Oh,
yeah.
Harris.
All right, you
Thank
know,
you,
it's a good answer. In 3, 2, 1.
It's
Harris wins.
Yes, let's go, Harris.
Eat dirty, live longer.
All right.
Wins,
what a good quote to live by. Next quote.
If you pray hard enough, you can change yourself into a cat person.
What?
So who would say that, huh?
Who do you think would say that?
Yeah, you know, like not the 2-time pres that has 2 cats.
Yeah, not the 2 working on third cat. Emily, what do you think?
Third cat?
Emily?
So who you think to this, huh?
Let's think.
Come on,
Okay,
give me some
thank you for
guesses.
loving the energy. Come on, Lester, Fatima.
Probably Mindy.
Wrong?
You know, 'cause
Mindy?
yeah, he's allergic to cats, so it makes sense. You know?
Of course. He'll definitely want a cat. Come on, guys, let's keep those guesses rolling.
So
Someone who owns a lot of cats.
We need a name, Mr.
Yeah, we
Underlingling.
need names.
Underlingling. We need a name, please.
Underlingling, say a name.
We need a name, a guess.
Yes.
Not a statement. We need a name.
Let's hear some few more names before we reveal. Share energy. Oh, that's Tian. Hi, Tian.
Shay.
Shay
Two-Face.
energy.
All right, you know.
Okay, Shay, that's y'all's guess. All right, let's reveal it. 3, 2, 1.
It's Emily.
Emily.
Yikers.
She wants that third cat, guys.
All right, guys. So this quote: "Be the tequila, not the lime."
What?
Who would say tequila, not the lime?
Who is out here? Who is out here? Is it Lester? Oh, someone guessed Lester. Fatima. Strong.
Amy.
But yeah, share the energy too.
Lester, 2 Lesters.
Lester.
All right, you know what?
Lester.
And 3,
2,
2, 1.
It's Lester win! Let's go, Lester, fighting fam! Alrighty, next one says, dumb people need to be told they are dumb, and talented people need to be told they are talented. Who do you think would say that one? We have Fatima, Amy, Trung, Paul V, Jasmine V, Min and D, and Shay. People are saying Lester, Min.
Lester was straight pick though, so.
Okay, yeah, Lester's are there. Fighting fam represents.
Wow, fighting fam out here, you know, in the stream today.
Yeah, let's see. So who's y'all's locked in guess?
Yeah, for this, you know, dumb people need told they're dumb, and talented people need told they're talented.
You're talented and dumb.
Hey, you're dumb talented.
You're dumb talented.
They say Fatima?
Fatima.
Oh, is
let's
that Fatima's
see.
quote?
All right, let's reveal in 3, 2, 1.
It's the one and only
Featured!
of the flying family.
Let's go, flying fam! Alrighty, next one.
I see neither fears nor light nor darkness, but uses both to grow.
Ooh,
Wow.
so poetic.
Ooh.
Who would say such poetic words?
Hey, can you snap for me? I can't snap. Yeah.
Yes. You just push them together and.
All right, this is a quote lesson. Not a snapping lesson.
Alrighty, who do you think said that? Fatima? You think those words that come out of Chung's mouth? Put that down in the chat. You think that? Amy? Paul? Put it down in the chat.
Min Dong, Shay.
Oh, Min.
Oh, the brick of
Shay.
VSA.
The brick of VSA.
The building block of VSA.
He said no cup.
All right, you know what? Shay? They say Shay.
Okay. We see some guesses for Shay.
All right, you know what?
Should we just lock it in?
Lock
Shay's
it in.
the guess?
All right.
All right.
3,
2, 1.
Jasmine
Let's go. FSA Prep. Oh, wait.
FSA Prep of 2020 to 2021.
All right, next one.
Be the reason somebody smiles today, or the reason they drink. Whichever works. Rage Cage. Oh, wait.
Who y'all think that sounds like? Fatima?
Huh.
Trunk? Amy, Paul, Vimai, Mindy, Shay.
It has to be Shay.
Come on, it's definitely Shay. Come on, guys, right?
Shay's
right?
the rager. You know?
Comment down below.
Who y'all thinking? It's Shay Dragon.
Shay Dragon?
Oh, Janae Shay Lou.
Janae. Her name's Janine.
No.
Her name's Janine.
Janae. See, when they make you drink, it's Janae. All right, there's a difference.
Janae comes out. Okay. We got some guesses from Amy. Any other guesses? What these? Fatima.
Fatima.
Okay. Fatima. How she feel about that?
Next?
And one more guess. There's
One
a little
more.
stall, so we got
Fatima.
Oh, Fatima.
Right,
okay.
Lock it in.
Fatima's locked in. 3, 2, 1.
Fatima.
Let's go. Sydney, you're. Oh. Hello. Hi. Oh, anyways.
Dang, you got a big fan, cuz.
I am. Thanks. Love you too.
I'm ready.
I'm ready. Who does that
SpongeBob.
sound like? That kind of sounds like SpongeBob.
SpongeBob
If he was on there, that'd be him.
Yeah, so.
Who y'all think that is?
Chung, Min.
Someone said Min.
Min. Dang.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Y'all want to lock in Min? We can lock in Min.
Min.
All right, let's lock in Min. Ready?
All right,
3,
Min.
2, 1. Paul.
Oh.
It's okay. Next one. Let's go.
All right, so that's a.
Just a girl boss building her empire. Who do y'all think that is? Not this dance.
Bro, it's an empire, bro. You got
Empire? Okay,
Amy,
okay.
bro.
Y'all think it's Amy? Okay. Who do you think's building her empire? Her vampire. Let's go. My mom B.
Ooh.
Okay. Let's see.
Right.
You know what?
One more guess.
One more guess. One more guess.
Let's give it one more try.
Yeah, let's let the lag catch up.
You know, lagging?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm glitching. Sorry.
Glitching?
Yeah.
What do you look like when you glitch?
Sorry, malfunction.
That sounds like your parents' platypus.
Okay. Okay. All right. You know what? Let's show it off.
Yeah.
Answer.
Ready? 3, 2, 1.
What? It is
Viva! Let's go. ASA Press. Well, of this 2020 to 2021 school year.
Wow.
Alrighty. Want to read the next one?
All right. If somebody ever asks you to do something, do it really bad so you never have to do it again.
What wise words to live by? Who do you think said those wise words?
So you messed up the first time, they'll never ask you again.
Yeah, exactly. What a great quote to live by.
Is that why you never asked me for help?
Oh, yeah. That's why.
All right.
Anyways, who do y'all think that is? Oh,
that's some Trung energy.
Okay, maybe Trung. Okay.
Who are you calling useless?
Not the useless. All right, let's get a few more guesses.
Come on, give me some more guesses. Who you think it is?
Do the Stitch voice. Maybe that'll make them do guesses.
My family. No one left behind.
Strong men. Interesting. Maybe one more guess. Just one more.
Just one more. One more guess. Anybody.
Anyone. Comment down below. Let's give them some time for the lag. Moment of silence.
What are we doing?
We're waiting for one more guess. Yes.
What do you think it is?
I think it's Min.
Mickey D. Oh.
Okay. Let's lock in Min then.
Trung. All right. You know what? In 3,
2, 1.
It's
Shay.
Lou.
Thank you for the wise words. The one that put this stream together.
The OBS controller.
Yes. We love it. All right, this one is life's simple. You make choices, then you don't look back. Who do you think said that one? Not you looking back.
Oh, don't look back.
Shay always does everything well, though. Exactly. She's the queen. We love her. Also, Kelly, she's our queen, too.
Avocado.
Alrighty, let's get some guesses in. Who y'all think? Min? Amy?
Or Trung?
What y'all thinking?
Min, Amy, or Trung. There's only 3 options left. You know?
Who do you think it is?
But I already know it, man. I just got off the phone with the seniors. So.
And what they say? They said don't call him again?
No, you can't cheat. They said don't expose.
Okay,
don't expose him.
Don't expose. All right, let's lock it in. All right, we're locking Min. Ready? 3, 2, 1.
Oh, go!
Trung!
The guy on the left.
The guy on the left.
But he's on the right today.
He's on the right today. Yeah. We'll give him that. He's graduating. All right, who is this? I identify as a baguette.
Mindy, bro. Nah, wait. Actually, is it Mindy? He's bigger than a baguette, bro. My man's jacked.
Jacked?
Yeah.
No cup.
Motherfucker, Jim Shark in this.
Alrighty. We got some Amy's down below. Alrighty. Amy? Wanna lock in Amy?
I guess it's Amy.
Stitch voice?
Amy.
3,
2,
1.
Go!
Amy! Part of the Water fam.
Water.
Former ASA president of the 2019 to 2020 school year.
All right, you know what?
Last one. Who do y'all think this one is?
Get better today.
Who do you think that is?
Oh, no, man.
Who's up? Who is that?
Thunder
Thomas,
thighs.
bro, it's Thomas.
Thunder thighs, bro.
Not the thunder thighs. Jim Shark? Y'all think it's Jim Shark?
Thighs, bro.
What?
Them refrigerator thighs. All right. 3,
2,
1.
Let's go! Let's go, Jim Shark! Yeah!
This is our seniors.
Yes, we're gonna miss them all very much. Thank y'all for being a part of VSA, and thank y'all for guessing. Alrighty, so now we're gonna cut to commercial. Thank you.
Commercial break.
Bye, guys. We miss you. Bye.
Thomas, am I on? All right, guys. I'm sad to say we weren't allowed to go to any external events in person. But we made it different, we went virtual in this. All right, this is external events recap. So what we all done. So first it started with someone looking out for love out in the far out sea, you know what I'm saying? So first it all started out, big Zoom call. We united the DFW schools. So we had UTA, UTD, and plus OU. And guess what? We went to UCID, Australia. And that's not US, because we're not America. That's us as a UNT, by the way. Then later, we had a small picnic with UTD. It was such a small bonding group. We combined the Dallas and the Dunton and Dallas together, And our first ever, a 24-hour live stream for the freaking kids. We donated over $1,300 for them damn kids. We did all that. And this was our first time we partnered with other schools from VSAs. Then next thing you know, we partnered with UVSA. So we're now a partner school, and something's hitting my foot. I'm very sorry for the inconvenience. And guess what? Summit, all y'all know, Kakama. All right. So Twitch by Night, we have partnered with 11 VSAs around America and all around the world. And next up, we're bringing it down to eternally.
Okay, guys. Our internal events recap. So we start off with our summer game nights with the freshmen. Sorry for the freshmen that we slipped into your DMs. That was a bit creepy, but we got you to join. Officer retreats. We had 2 of them. They were both very long, very tiring, end up with a lot of crying at night, but it was fun. It made us a lot closer. It made us the boys that we are today. Our first general meeting, that was a bit hectic. Not gonna lie, we didn't know what the heck was going on. We had to do this over Twitch. It was a lot of weird technical errors, but y'all stuck through it. Our 24-hour live stream. I slept for about 3 hours for a whole 24 hours. It was fun. You guys learned a lot of cooking. It was a great event sorry, something touched my foot. We learned a lot from the 24 hours. We made a lot of friends. We made a lot of new people that we got to communicate with through time. Org of the month. We won Org of the month at our school. In October. It was a great time. I mean, we worked really hard through the whole year. Family Feud. Thanks, Jada, for showing up. My one child that I care about. Okay, but movie nights and game nights on Discord was fun. I don't really know how to use Discord, I'm sorry, but I know all the crackheads out there like staying up till 4 a.m. and playing games, so shout out to y'all. Sorry, Twitch by Night, that was our most recent. Here, he wants to be on the stream. This is Sesame. But Twitch by Night was a great time. Twitch by Night was fun. You got to see a lot of performances. Jason was good. We got to see Sydney's husband. Sydney spent 30 minutes fangirling. But that was basically the internal events. For shop. What? I'm not calling it. All right, hello. I'm here to do Summit recap. So if you were at Summit, can I get a call in the chat? Call! All right, so thank you to everyone who came out to Summit. I hope y'all had fun and learned lots of things. For those who didn't attend, here's what went down. We had Animal Crossing themed family, so shout out your family in the group chat. Shout out to Key Fam. So with these families, we bonded with each other. We had games, we did staff challenges. And we also did different workshops, learned about lots of different things, saw a lot of keynote speakers. We also helped elect the new UVSA board, so look out for those results. And we learned that it's okay to not be okay, it's sometimes you gotta cry. And we hope to see even more UNT people next year. So again, can we get a call? All right. Woo. What up, everyone? Shout out to all our family leaders this year. It's our first year having family. So thanks for taking a chance on us, for everyone who applied to be in a family. Shout out to Andrew and Ashog, Chung and Kelly, me and Thomas, the flying fam, best fam. Jessica and Lester, Trin and Julia, Min and Kim, Lisa and Sydney, and Shay and Kelly. Woo! Keep an eye out for applying for families next year. Definitely apply to be a family leader. It's up to your family leaders if they want to keep your family going, because next year we're going to start the whole family system again so that everyone can work on meeting new people. But yeah, thanks for everyone for applying to be in a family this year. Hopefully you all had fun with your families.
Hello everybody, I'm here to talk one last time about our merch. We still do have everything in stock, except for our t-shirts. We only have small left. So if you weren't following our meetings, I will recap all the prices that we have. So we have stickers are $1 each, bucket hats are $12, t-shirts are $12 as well, and then grad stools are going to be $15, and half the profit goes to AAPI. Ignore what it says on the slide. And hoodies are $20. So get yours now before next year starts and we launch new merch.
Election. So I get to talk about probably the most boring part of this meeting, but I'm here to tell you how elections will work. So we're gonna do voting in 3 categories. So it's gonna be the member category, the current officer category, and the running officer category. So as you can see here in the table, we got the candidates Chad and Brad. And Chad won 1,000 votes from the members. However, he didn't get another category. So Brad winning the officers and the candidates category, Brad would win. All right, and then what happens if 2 candidates win a category? So it's kind of confusing how it says on the screen, but basically we would go in and do the math of who won the most. So like the most probable, and so I did the math there. So if you see that, basically Jason would win because he had the least numbers because he was first and second place in more than the others. And then if there's a tie, so let's say they win 2 out of 3 of the votes, or there's a tie in general, please don't ever let that happen because I would have to break the tie and that's not something I want to do. So please just don't let that happen. Also, some important dates is election voting. That'll happen April 23rd to the 25th, and it will be due at midnight. And also at midnight, we will be announcing the new board, so stay up. And then commercial, I think.
Whoa, whoa, yeah. Sometimes we laugh and sometimes we cry, but I guess you know now, baby. I took a half and she took the whole thing. Slow down, baby. We took a trip, now we on your block and it's like a ghost town, baby. Where did these be at when they say they doing all this and all that? Tired of beefing you bums, you can't even pay me enough to react. Been waking up in the crib and sometimes I don't even know where I'm at. Please don't pay that songs in this party, I can't even listen to that. Anytime that I run into somebody, it must be a victory lap. Hey, shawty come sit on my lap. Hey, they saying Drizzy just snap. This in between us is not like a store, this isn't a closable gap. Hey, I see some attack and don't end up making it back. I know that they at the crib going crazy down bad. What they had didn't last. Whoa, sometimes we laugh and sometimes we cry, but I guess you know now, baby. I took a half and she took the whole thing. Slow down, baby. We took a trip, now we on your block and it's like a ghost town, baby. Where did these be at when they say they doing all this and all that? I'm in the trenches, relax. Can you not pet that little boy in the club? Cause we do not listen to rest. We in Atlanta, I buy her wig. She telling me Tay is the best. Pointed at who act like a killer, but you only one from the net. I'm like the baby, I'm not just a rapper. You play with me, you won't get stretched. Bring Drake to the hood.
Oh, hi. Hey, how y'all doing? So, I was not aware that I needed to make a speech. So, like the president, like Shay, they're graduating, they're on the board, right? They like made a 12,000 word, and then like Shay made like 1,200 words. I'm gonna entertain y'all with these 12 syllables. All right, VSA is more than an org. It is a frat. Anyway, but all right. So my first impressions for VSA was I didn't know it existed because I joined as a junior, I think. But I joined the powerlifting club and I met William, and he was like, "Hey, you should join FSA and VSA." And I didn't really care for orgs because, yeah, I don't know. So I went to one, and it was But then William just kept on bothering me, telling me to go back and back to meet new people. I was like, okay. But this happened for like quite a while, and well, I still didn't like VSA then. That changed now, but it took me a really long time to like VSA. So personally, Thomas reached out to me at towards the end of the year when like COVID hit, or school year, to ask me to become officer, and I said no. Many people also asked me to run, and I also said no. I don't know why they asked me to run, but here I am now. But it's a great fit. So shout out to Thomas because he helped me really make like new friends, and he just made me feel very fit in like VSA. Like the dude that, hey guys. Yeah, that dude. Yeah, that dude. So, ooh man, I still didn't like VSA at the time, but Thomas tried his best to like get me to go to like other stuff, all of that. Next is shout out to Shay. I didn't really know her since last year until it was like summer when we just stayed up during Discord like all night long for some reason, and like we became crackheads of the hour, and we surprisingly like became close ever since, and we still are. Shout out to Jessica for being one of my first friends since I joined, for playing the sports with me and all that. Yeah. And also whatever you did at Baylor last year, crazy night, but yeah. Shout out to Kelly for being the most subtle savage ever and keep roasting me. It's pretty funny, not gonna lie. But shout out to Sydney for being a very big ball of energy to be around. She lights up like everyone's day, to be honest. And I'm just like, bro, why is she here? I'm trying to sleep, bro. Shout out to Nicole for being a really good artist for all of our Instagram posts, because I can't draw like that. So maybe Shay can too, but she got other jobs, Shout out to Julius for getting me to like spicy Mexican water. If you know, you know. Shout out to Andrew for being a PAB at our yeah. Always being there for me, hooking me up with free boba at Ding Tea. I don't know if he does that for everyone else, but yeah. Shout out to Sabrina for being the nicest person I met in VSA and always talking to me and making me feel welcome, because she's also one of the first people I befriended. Shout out to Kim. Yeah, I don't like it. All right, anyway, but you know, when I got into this officer board, I didn't know I was gonna fit in, but that changed over time since we had like our ups and downs and our meetings, you know, late night meetings, and drinking a lot of water, you know, liquids keep you hydrated, you know. And well, I want to thank VSA for giving me 3 families, the org itself, Toxic Fam, and the officer board. My last words for everyone: go do some squats and stay toxic. Peace out.
Oh my god. Fuck, I'm crying. Okay. Hi, buddies. Oh my god, how do I look at this? I don't know where to look. Okay. I have no idea where my speech is. I'm so sorry. Give me a moment. Okay. Okay. Hi, family and friends. My name is Janine Liu. I'm mostly known as Shay. I am your historian. Before I begin, I would like to first and foremost give my greatest thanks to Thomas Nguyen, our president, and Mike Kuya. Without him, I would not be standing here as who I am today. Shout out to my boys back home. They've been there for me through thick and thin, and I would also not be the same without them. It must be weird for y'all to see me wearing this again after 3 years. Thank you to my ICE family, my Melba family, and my actual family as well. Last but not least, a big thank you to this officer board for everything in this past year. Okay, so after Thomas picked me up as an Audie, my life really changed for the better. When I first came to college, I didn't join any orgs my first semester as I wanted to prioritize school. Because of this, I didn't really have any friends for a while, but then I joined FSA's modern dance team choreo block, and I found my co-family leader, Shelly. I spent a lot of time on that team, but one of the main things I remember is that after every performance, Kuya would be there. Kuya would be there with her Pam and VSA members, cheering for me and supporting me. Even after we lost at a big competition called Isang Mahal, I was heartbroken, but he was there with a smile and a big card covered in messages from other VSA members, and I didn't even know them yet, but he had them there to congratulate me and commend me. But little did I know, I would get to know the person attached to each name on that card through VSA. After Kuya picked me up, I didn't even know who he was or what VSA even was, but I slowly started coming to meetings when I could, and then I ran for historian. Becoming an officer was really scary because I was scared people would judge me because I was his Audie, and I always wondered if I could ever live up to the title and what it holds. There were so many other talented people running, and sometimes I still wonder why y'all chose me. But I hope that all the work that I put in this year has showed you all my passion for this org. From every click on my camera to every second from all-nighters I would pull editing for the streams. They were all dedicated to y'all. I truly wanted to do my best to give back as much as I can, but even so, after everything I've done, it still doesn't feel like enough because of how impactful y'all have been for me. Being amongst greatness so often with these officers, sometimes you end up questioning your own. But even so, they've taught me that I deserve to be here. I hope that I have inspired some of you, or even just one of you, with my work and effort, and showed you all that surrounding yourself with the right people will bring out the best of you. This year, I've experienced heavy losses, but VSA was there to catch me and show me the brighter things in life. I was in a dark place, and the world felt like it was crumbling around me. But with apple juice and many unbelievable shenanigans that I have countless funny quotes from that y'all will see in that recap video, They became the reason why I would have a smile on my face again. This officer board wasn't just a team for me. We experienced the absolute highest and lowest of things, but we not only got through it, we also grew, and I've never seen a group of people more deserving of acknowledgement. I truly am blessed with the very best. I carried so much this year, but I didn't do it alone, and that was what truly kept me going. I could rely on the right people, and as someone who takes a while to be good friends with people, I am glad I know that the bond that I built with this board will not be shaken. These people truly saved me. They are my family. I started with barely anything, and here I am now with a family of my own, with my lovely ICE children, Melba family, and dear friends that I always have space for in my heart. I'm so proud to be here by these people, and as sad as I am to leave this behind, I know that they will continue our legacy with strength and confidence. I hope that you enjoyed this last video that we will play later as our recap video. I wanted to go out with a bang. I started from the very beginning, from our first Zoom call as officers to the first video plan for our orientation video, which is my first job as historian. I couldn't execute the original video well, so I always plan to reuse it for this last one. Essentially, Thomas gets hit with the frisbee and gets knocked out, and then all the memories of VSA play out. Sadly, 30 seconds was enough back then, but hopefully 10 minutes of your time will do this time. Editing this last video, I looked through past photos and videos of UNT VSA since it began, and I can see how much VSA has grown exponentially these past few years. I can see that the future is so bright for UNT VSA, and I'm excited to see how it will grow from the sidelines. I cried a lot finishing this video because it's a culmination of some of the best moments of my life so far, and it's my last piece as historian. It's one of the most special videos I've ever made, and it's essentially a big collaboration between me and Koya, and with the help of content from other officers and members. Towards the end, you'll see my last moments as an officer with footage from my last officer meeting and tech day. Despite how much I've lost, making this video helped show me what I truly gained over this year. This was one of the most eventful and amazing years of my life, and I wouldn't give it up for anything else. This past year is more than just my year as historian, and I wanted to show you all how special it truly was to me. I can't imagine my life anymore without VSA, without y'all, without my families, especially without Kuya. Coming and sleeping over here became so normal, and seeing the officers so much and staying late to bond with the boys became routine. Y'all have become a big part of my life, and I know I'll never forget y'all after I leave, no matter the distance and the amount of time that passes. Everything I've experienced will become great stories I'll tell for years to come, for people to come and appreciate y'all just as I have. 2 years ago, I didn't know how amazing this journey would be, as it began with the words, "Which one are you, Dia or Shay?" I truly had a blast, from creating the overlays to making commercials to just controlling the stream and everything in between. Thank you for letting me capture and show you VSA through my lens. Thank you for accepting me as I am. Thank you for being my home away from home. Truly, truly, from the bottom of my heart and soul, thank you for choosing me to be your historian this year. I'm very thankful for each one of you in this org, and I hope that you all will find happiness as I did here. It's been a pleasure. Thank you.
All right. Hello? Is this mic working? Say something in the chat if it's working. I'm looking. Don't worry. I see Kylie saying OMG. All right. Thank you, Harris. All right. Let's get this started. All right. So First off, I want to say VSA is a collaborative effort, and I wanted to highlight a couple of people before I start talking. So first off, I want to thank Emily. She's my girlfriend. She has been my support system and the person I go to when I think of all these crazy ideas. It goes through her first, so y'all don't have to hear the nonsense I have to say. She's my biggest supporter throughout my whole college career, and I can't imagine going through a single day without her. Next, I want to thank my sister and my past roommates. Thank you guys so much for letting me mess up the apartment, welcoming random people in VSA into our home in order to make memories. Guys, they really allowed me they really understood what I meant when I said inviting people over here for VSA reasons, it will make them feel like VSA is their second home. They understood that, and they allowed me to do what I do. So thank you. Next, I want to thank my friends inside the classroom. They're called the Cheganeers. And guys, often I get asked this a bunch. How are you able to balance your school life as an engineer, as a president? Well, I don't go through it alone. It's all thanks to them. They're the ones who keep me in check, and they keep the balance between work and fun. And oftentimes, I'll tell y'all, I drop the ball, and they're right there. Like sometimes they did my homework when I forgot, and I can't thank you guys enough. Thank you guys. Thank you to all the old officers out there. Thank you to the officers last year who helped me get VSA where it is today. Thank you to the officers that served with me 2 years ago. And thank you for the officers that welcomed me into our home in VSA 3 years ago. You guys pushed me 3 years ago to be where I am today. And without that push y'all gave me, I don't know where I'd be. And thank you to all the current officers out there. They're inside my apartment, don't worry. So over the summer, I wrote a message. I said, I want to bring the best version of VSA this upcoming year. I invite you all to come back to see what myself and your brand new officers have in store. Trust me, you won't be disappointed. And to be honest, when I wrote that, I didn't have a plan. I didn't have any idea what to do. I said that, and I meant it. I went to sleep, like, knowing what I said, and to be honest, I was lost. How are we gonna take this next year with COVID going on and making it the best VSA we could make it? The idea came to me in the shower when I was like, yo, we should live stream all this. It will literally take what we've done in person and put it online. And I thought I'd be in the shower. I quickly ran out, didn't even finish. Emily called me to check up on me. I completely ignored her the whole time we were on the call. I was like, I'm working. I wrote the first ideas of our virtual live stream right then and there until 2 a.m. Emily was upset. And when I first presented the idea to the officer board, they were like, what the heck? They were hesitant at first. And when I told them what we're about to do is going to take a lot of work, it's going to be very hard, and it might not even work. Like, it might be a bust. And they still trusted me. They still went with it. It trust the process. And because of that, I think we brought the best version of VSA we could this year. So thank you to all of them. Lastly, last group I want to thank is you guys, the members. I want to spend the tail end of my presidency to stand in front of you and say thank you. Thank you for entrusting me to return as your president for a second year. It's very rare you guys see a president in a student organization run 2 times. And guys, I tried my absolute best, and I did not take the second term for granted. Thank you guys for being the best members I could ever ask for. And it's because of all of you this year. This virtual year has been my absolute best year in VSA. Guys, I went through 3 years of VSA. I went to 3 years worth of in-person events, 2 years worth of summits, and nothing can compare to what we've done this year and what y'all guys meant to me this year. And I'm not going to stand here and put a front in front of you guys and say, this year was perfect. We had our ups and downs. There was a lot of growing pains, and we were faced with real world issues that us college kids can't wrap our heads around. And through all of that, you guys stood there as our members in support of us, watched as we grow, got better at what we were doing. and comforted us when we needed it the most. Without y'all's love and support, we probably would have got burnt out and quit after the second general meeting. So, guys, thank you so much for tuning in every other week to our meetings. It meant the world to me, your officers, and this is why we love doing what we do. So many of you guys know this already, but VSA is practically unrecognizable to the org that it was when I first transferred here. When I first joined VSA 3 years ago, it was so small. There was no intramural teams. The officer board was around 5 people, and no one ever came back after the first meeting. And despite all that, I still found myself coming back to every meeting, to every event, and I just didn't know why. I asked Emily after we went through all the other org meetings, like, why do we keep coming back and let's compare everyone? And she said, all the other orgs are very cool. The officers are really nice, but in VSA, it has a family feeling to it. And that's why it was her favorite. And that's why I kept coming back too. After that conversation was 3 years ago, guys. And I still look back to it to this day. The past officers built those building blocks of keeping VSA family. And I often look back to that quote and wonder if I'm still keeping up the legacy they made. I only hope that the past officers, past presidents are proud of what I made and what we've, as an officer board, made. Because, man, it's been wild. So after my first year of VSA, I returned to be y'all's treasurer because I felt like it was a lot of fun. And during that time, I gained a lot of confidence and decided to run for president. And I ran for president because I felt like it was time to give back for the 2 years that it has given me. And as I took the mantle to be the president last year, I want to thank everyone who stood with me that year. Everyone was so patient because of all the growing pains. And without those who stood with me, I probably wouldn't have the strength to run it back this year. So thank you, guys. I don't know how to put into words how much I appreciate every single one of you guys in our VSA. I have been thinking about this since last year. Last year, I was thinking about this part of the speech. How do I say I appreciate all the members since last year? Because we were gonna have a banquet and then things didn't go that way. And in reality, there's like no words that I could describe to tell you guys how much y'all mean to me, because there has been more times than not that I felt like I've let y'all down, where I wasn't good enough, where I wasn't doing enough. And with every doubt, with every insecurity that I've had throughout my time as an officer, you guys have been there to pick me up when I was down, volunteering your time to help me ensure that VSA is the best it could be. And it's because of y'all. Y'all brought out the best in me. Y'all made me a better student in the classroom, a better friend to other people, a better older brother to my sister, a better boyfriend to Emily, and a better son to my parents. And even as I stand here now, I'm lost for words to show you. I'm still lost for words to show you how much I appreciate you guys. And I just hope in return that I made those $3 in membership dues priceless. I hope we brought to y'all what was given to me when I first joined. And I hope to hear about you guys next year as you come back. As I wrap up my speech, I want to clear things up. As seniors, we are so happy to graduate and move on in the next chapter of our life, but it's just gonna hurt us as much walking away from all this as it is for you guys to see us go. These times in VSA will be my most memorable times in college, and down the line, when somebody asks me about my college experience, I'm definitely gonna pull up stories about VSA. Stories about all of y'all, about everybody in the officer board and everybody in this apartment right now. And I hope down the line, when you guys see me at H Mart, eating food somewhere, I hope you guys share with me the stories of how VSA is when I'm not there. Because That's gonna mean the world to me. It's gonna mean the world to the seniors and the officers that our time here was worthwhile. Thank you guys, and I'll see you soon. And I'll leave it to Kim.
Hello, everyone. My name is Kim. Before I get my speech started, I actually wanted to interrupt and do a little surprise for everyone here. So if my team that I contacted will help me set up real fast, and we'll get this started. Alrighty. So I would like Sydney, Nicole, Thomas, Shay, and Min to come here and form a line real fast. We will be doing a little VSA O-Board graduation. You have met the seniors here, but there are some people who are not running it back due to their busy schedule, so we still wanted to commemorate that. All right, to start off, we'll start off with Min. This is a certificate of participation of VSA to our very own Gymshark Young. Yeah, please smile to the camera and make your way around.
I'll shake someone's hand.
Yeah, everybody.
No. Oh. What's up? What's up?
I'll see you later. It's okay.
Oh, you're not inviting mom.
Our next one, we would like. Our next one, we would like to present to our broad girl Luke. So give it up to our Google girl. Brown Uru. All right, the next one, we have to Tofu win. All right, second to last, we have Croissant Williams. I didn't hear the instructions. Thank you. Thanks, avocado.
Thank you for
Thanks, avocado. Thank you. All right, and to our very last one, to Boomer Win.
Boo win!
Yes. All right, let's get the camera set back up. All right, is everybody here? Am I in position? All right, I think we're good here. All right, I hope that sucked some of your tears dry, because I didn't want to keep it at a lot of waterworks, because to start off my speech, I don't think this one will be as sad as the others, because I have another year. But to start off, I would like to start off with a couple of shout outs. So I would like to start off my speech by thanking everyone who has helped me these past 2 years to get to this point. If you were to ask me in high school where I saw myself in college, I would have never told you that I'd be becoming the next president of the Vietnamese Student Association. I didn't even know such an org existed. Anyways, so my first shout out would be to Lisa Lee, who is now my business partner and my best friend for life. She was by my side from the very start of VSA, and she was actually the one who introduced me to VSA. Sorry, Min Vong, I just don't remember. But the next shout out I would like to give to is Min Vong, because he was my first UNT friend. He was the one. I would like to thank Min Vong for telling me that I was an introvert when he first met me, because by him telling me that, it challenged me to show him that I wasn't, and that the only reason I was being so shy and quiet was because of the fact that college was weird. I didn't know what I was doing at all. I'd also give another shout out to Min Vong for making me drive 40 minutes to UNT to attend the first VSA General Meeting and then leaving me for class 10 minutes after. He left me stranded in that meeting and I didn't know what I was doing back then. All right. My next shout out is to Andrew Fung for being my next friend that I met and for doing all the intramurals with me. I don't know if you guys have been in sports or anything, but it's a whole nother game. And when you are out there hustling with someone, and especially if you were there during the ultimate frisbee period of time where we played the full matches back to back, that just really gives you another sense of connection there. So my next shout out is a pretty big one, but I wanted to give a shout out to my FSA Pam, so my Ate Tracy, all of my codes, William, Tracy, Kit, and Lisa, and also to my Auding Ryan. I want to give a shout out to Tam, Dylan, and Anthony Wong for seeing something in me that I didn't see in myself at the time. They made me feel welcomed when I was used to it being the other way. I know this is a lot of people, but I had to take up my 5 minutes somehow. So my last 3 shout outs. The first one I want to give to Toxic Fam. So if any of the Toxic Fam is in the chat, I just wanted to give a really big shout out to you for making me the proudest mom I could ever be. All right. My next one will go to the current O board. I don't really know how much to say this because if you do know me, I'm not a very affectionate person, but I'm also a very emotional person at the same time. So I don't really know what the best way to share my gratitude and my love is for you guys, but all I know is that I have an everlasting love to you guys. I hope even after this school year, if we are not in the same place again, if we are not all at Thomas's apartment, we can stay in contact and we can stay in touch because these are connections I never want to lose in my next life. All right, my last shout out, it goes to Thomas Wynn. Like I said earlier, I'm not one to be super affectionate and to talk about my gratitude to others and how thankful I am for them. And I know that's one of the things that I lack because I forget sometimes. So thank you, Thomas, for calling me Katie this first couple of times. Thank you for crowning me the quarterback when I didn't even know how to play flag football at the time. Thank you for taking me to that one intramural game where I apparently asked you about presidency and even considered being a president for VSA. So thank you. Thank you for providing me with an environment for all of us here to feel at home and to meet new people that we now can all refer to as family. Your desire to make VSA feel like one family is what helps this org to maintain its name, and I'm pretty sure you lived up to that reputation. All right, so enough with the shout outs. I'll actually go on with my speech. So growing up, I faced a lot of what is referred to as self-identity crisis, and I'm pretty sure we have all felt that at some point in our lives. And there were a lot of moments where I did feel in tune with my culture, and there were a lot of moments where I didn't feel like I was connected to my culture whatsoever. And there were other times where I ever wondered if there was another Asian American out there like me who understood my struggles and who understood what it's like to be a first-generation student. There were times in high school where everybody sounded like they had their whole life together and knew what going into college was like, and I didn't even know how to fill out the FAFSA form. I even asked my counselor at one time, where do my scholarships go? Like, do I get a giant check or does it go somewhere? Is it real or is it fake? I didn't know how that college system works. My mom wanted to help me as much as she could, but she only knew so much to help me get through this college experience. And to be one of the first kids in my family to go to a bigger university, it was very hard. Being an older sister, you are burdened with a lot of, no, actually, I wouldn't say burdened, but being an older sister, you take a lot of the struggles. You are the backbone of the family. You want to provide your brothers with the best way possible so that they have someone to look up to in the future. It wasn't until VSA that I truly found a community of loving people who understood my struggles and helped me to embrace them. I wish I could tell you guys my heartfelt story about VSA and my journey here, but like I told Lisa last night on the phone, it's a pretty ugly story. So let's start off with my first general meeting at VSA. I walked into the double doors at the BLB, I believe is what it was, and all I heard blasting on the speakerphone was Viet Pop. My little 5'1" Asian self, who came from a primarily white community high school, thought this was too much for her because she was not in tune with her culture. I sat through that first meeting and determined that it wasn't really the move for me. And I told myself that it wasn't something that I would come back to just because I didn't know how I thought about it. And I was kind of a little wishy-washy about the org. But somehow one thing led to another, and I came to the second meeting. And after I came to that second meeting, I came to the third meeting. One thing led to another, and the next thing I knew was that I was creating a whole list in my iPhone called Kim's VSA 2-year plan, where I shared with Lisa, and I wrote down everything and every idea that ever came to mind about VSA on ways I could make it better, on ways that we could implement something, or just things that we could do because I saw our VSA doing that. So, surprise everyone, I guess you guys never knew about my VSA 2-year plan, and it's crazy because there were times where I questioned whether or not this was something I really wanted to do. But for some reason, I think freshman Kim knew in her heart that this was something that she wanted to make happen eventually. So here I am today. Kim's 2-year VSA plan is finally in action. It's been 2 whole years in the making, but I'm super excited. So I hope that you are here with me to trust the process as well. I plan on following this great path that has been laid out for me and to make VSA even better than it was before. As we begin to roll the ball with elections, we will now be kickstarting the start of a new school year and an even better VSA experience. I hope to give all of the current VSA members the ultimate experience in person because I know what a loss this year with COVID was for everyone. And even though we did the best we could, and I feel like we did pretty darn good if you ask me myself, I know that if this was in person, you guys would have been ecstatic about VSA. All right. The expectations I have for this upcoming year are high. As your next president, I promise to be your friend and to be your helping hand. All things aside, I want to be that helping hand to find your way back into your culture. I want to be your shoulder to cry on in college when you are away from your family and you don't know who to turn to on campus. I want to be your 4 a.m., hey, can you come pick me up because I can't drive myself? Or, hey, can I talk to you because something's going on call? When you feel like you have nobody to run to. Above all, I want VSA to make you feel at home. Even if you're a short 30-minute drive from home or you're even longer than that, I promise to be the bridge in finding your lifelong friends and to be the reason you look back on college and think about all the good memories you have. I want to create a space for all of us to be able to listen and to hear about your struggles and to embrace them as well and not make you feel ashamed of anything that has ever happened in your life. My promise to you is that this O board and I will make you want to drive the extra 40 minutes to come back to every meeting, to campus and attend. And I want you to keep coming back. Oh, sorry, no. All right, I can't wait to see all of you guys next year in person. I want to give the biggest good luck to all of our seniors and a really big congrats. We will all miss you so much. And scene. And now Thomas will be coming in for a recap of our meeting.
Hello. For one last time, guys. Here's a summary. If y'all fell asleep throughout the entire school year, I know that's not any of y'all, but here we go. One last recap. Guys, we got drip this year. Look how much drip we got on the screen. We got stickers, shirts, grad stools coming in soon, hoodies, and bucket hats. Guys, we worked so hard this year. We're so proud, and we got them for a really good deal, so please show your love and purchase one if you haven't. Represent this monumentous year by wearing this year's drip. Next slide, please. And if y'all fell asleep, guys, we had a 24-hour live stream around November. We won Org of the Month in October, guys. Family Feud to wrap up the spring semester. Movies, game night constantly happening on the Discord. And we wrapped up this year with Twitch by night. It was so fun to showcase all the other VSAs, all the other orgs at UNT, and all of you guys in that last event we had. For external events, we are officially a member school. Last year, no one knew our name. This year, everyone's chance to call with us, guys. At Summit, we brought the energy, and I hope you guys continue that next year. And for my final slide, if y'all fell asleep, this is your officer board. At AD, we had Min Young for your media team. We had Nicole Nguyen at Webmaster, Sydney Williams at PR, your historian Shay Liu and Sabrina Lee for your event coordinators, Andrew Fong and Julian Nguyen playing the whole thing. And wrapping up with your exec positions, we had Jessica Wu, treasurer, Kelly Chen as secretary, and your next VSA president, or vice president this year, Kim Tran. Thank you, guys. We're going to cut to a recap video, and after that, we're going to bless Kim Tran with the honorary ceremony to become a president. Can I get a call in the chat, everybody? Call!
I'm on the League of Legends team.
Are you okay?
Yo! Have y'all heard of VSA? What's up? Hey guys, I don't know if y'all can hear me, but for the 10, 20 of y'all there, we're about to do the ritual that is becoming a VSA president. Hang on tight, and we'll get y'all situated. Thank you.
This is gonna suck. Wait, someone cue us. Bro, I can feel this thing popping. Oh yeah, don't shoot at everything. Are we good? Yeah, go. All right, Kim. Any final words? Got it. President!
Oh my god.
All right, mimosa. Oh shit, say less.